ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारम् प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम् तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
समर्थः पदविधिः
समर्थः पदविधिः
शुभामन्त्रते पराङ्गवत्स्वरे
शुभामन्त्रिते पराङ्गवत्स्वरे
प्राक्कडारात् समासः
प्राक्कडात् समासः
सह सुपा
सह सुपा
अव्ययी भावः
अव्ययी भावः
अव्ययं विभक्ति समीप समृद्धि वृद्ध्यर्थाभावात्यया सम्प्रतिशब्दप्रादुर्भाव पश्चाददानपूर्वयोगपद्य सादृश्य सम्पत्ति साकल्यान्तवचनेषु
अव्ययं विभक्ति समीपसमृद्धिवृद्ध्यर्थाभावात्ययः सम्प्रादुर्भावपश्चाददानपूर्वयोगपद्यसादृश्यसम्पत्ति साकल्यान्तवचनेषु
यथा सादृश्ये
सादृश्ये
यावदवधारणे
यावदवधारणे
सुप्रतिनामात्रार्थे
सुप्रतिनामात्रार्थे
अक्षशलाका संख्याः परिणाम
अक्षशलाकाः
विभाषा अपपरिबहिरञ्च वः पञ्चम्या आङ्मर्यादाभिविद्योः लक्षणेनाभिप्रति आभिमुख्ये अनुर्यत्समया
लक्षणेनाभिप्रति
यस्य छायामः तिष्ठद्गुप्रवृत्तीनि च
तिष्ठप्रकृतीनि च
पारे मध्ये षष्ट्या वा
पारे मध्ये षष्ट्या वा
संख्यावंश्येन
संख्यावंशेन
नदीभिश्च
नदीभिश्च
अन्यपदार्थे च संज्ञायाम्
अन्यपदार्थे च संज्ञायाम्
तत्पुरुषः
तत्पुरुषः
दृक्श्च
द्विगुश्च
द्वितीया श्रुतातीतपतितगतात्यस्तप्राप्तापन्नैः
द्वितीयाश्रुतातीतपतितगताद्यस्तप्राप्तापन्नैः
स्वयं तेन
स्वयं तेन
खट्वाक्षेपे
खट्वाक्षेपे
सामी
साम्ये
कालाः
कालाः
अत्यन्तसंयोगे च
अत्यन्तसंयोगे च
तृतीया तत्कृतार्थेन गुणवचनेन
तत्कृतार्थेन गुणवचनेन
पूर्वसदृशसमोनार्थकलहनिपुणमिश्रश्लक्ष्णैः
पूर्वसदृशसमोनार्थकलहनिपुणमिश्रश्लक्ष्णैः
कर्तृकरणे कृता बहुलम्
कर्तृकरणे कृता बहुलम्
कृत्यैरधिकार्थवचने
कृत्यैरधिकार्थवचने
अन्येन व्यञ्जनम्
अन्येन व्यञ्जनम्
भक्ष्येन मिश्रीकरणम्
भक्ष्येन मिश्रीकरणम्
चतुर्थी तदर्थार्थफलितसुखरक्षितैः
तदर्थार्थबलिहितसुखरक्षितैः
पञ्चमी भयेन
पञ्चमी भयेन
अपेतापोडमुक्तपतितापत्रस्तैरल्पशः
पेतापोडमुक्तपतितापत्रस्तैरल्पशः
तोकान्तिकदूरार्थकृच्छ्रानिक्तेन
कान्तिकदूरार्थकृच्छ्रानिक्तेन
सप्तमी शौण्डैः
सप्तमी शौण्डैः
सिद्धशुष्कपक्वबन्धैश्च
सिद्धशुष्कपक्वबन्धैश्च
ध्वाङ्क्षेण क्षेपे
क्षेपे
कृत्यैरुणे
कृत्यैर्णे
संज्ञायाम्
संज्ञायाम्
तेनाहोरात्रावयवाः
तेनाहोरात्रावयवाः
तत्र क्षेपे पात्रे समितादयश्च
समितादयश्च
पूर्वकालैकसर्वजरत्पुराणनवकेवलाः समानाधिकरणेन
पूर्वकालैकसर्वजरत्पुराणनवकेवलाः समानाधिकरणेन
दिक्सङ्ख्ये संज्ञाया
संज्ञायाम्
तद्धितार्थोत्तरपदसमाहारे च
तद्धितार्थोत्तरपदसमाहारे च
द्वन्द्वतत्पुरुषयोः उत्तरपदे नित्यसमासवचनम्
द्वन्द्वतत्पुरुषयोः उत्तरपदे नित्यसमासवचनम्
संख्यापूर्वो द्विगुः
संख्यापूर्वो द्विगुः
कुत्सितानि कुत्सनैः
कुत्सितानि कुत्सनैः
पापाणके कुत्सितैः
पापाणके कुत्सितैः
उपमानानि सामान्यवचनैः
उपमानानि सामान्यवचनैः
उपमितं व्याघ्रादिभिः सामान्या प्रयोगे
उपमितं व्याघ्रादिभिः सामान्या प्रयोगे
विशेषणं विशेष्येण बहुलम्
विशेषणं विशेषेण बहुलम्
पूर्वापर प्रथम चर्म जगन्य समान मध्य मध्यम वीराश्च
पूर्वापर
पूर्वापर प्रथम चर्म जघन्य समान मध्य मध्यम वीराश्च
श्रेण्यादय कृतादिभिः
क्षेण्यादय
श्रेण्यादय
कृतादिभिः
कृतादिभिः
तेन नञ्विशिष्टेनानञ्
तेन
तेन
नञ्जुषिष्टे
नञ् विशिष्टेनानञ्
शाकपार्थिवादीनां सिद्धये उत्तरपदलोपस्य उपसङ्ख्यानम्
शाकपादिवादीनां सिद्धये उत्तरपदलोपस्य उपसङ्ख्यानम्
सन्मकत्परमोत्तमोत्कृष्टाः पूज्यमानैः
सन्महत्परमोत्तमोत्कृष्टाः पूज्यमानैः
वृन्दारकनागकुञ्जरैः पूज्यमानम्
वृन्दारकनागकुञ्जरैः पूज्यमानम्
कतरकतमो जातिपरिप्रश्ने
कतरकतमो
प्रकटमो जाति परिप्रश्ने
किं क्षेपे
किं
किं
क्षेपे
क्षेपे
ओटा युवतिस्तोककतिपयगृष्टिधेनुवशावेगद्वष्कयनी प्रवक्तृश्रोत्रियाध्यापकदूतैर्जातिः
ऊटा युवति तोककतिपयवृष्टिधेनु वशावेगद्वष्कयनी प्रवक्तृश्रोत्रियाध्यापक
दूर्धैर्जातिः
प्रशंसावचनैश्च
शंसावचनैश्च
युवा खलति फलितबलिन जरतीभिः
युवा खलति फलितबलिन जनतीभिः
कृत्यतुल्याख्या अजात्या
कृत्यतुल्याख्या अजात्या
वर्णो वर्णेन
वर्णो
वर्णो
वर्णेन
वर्णेन
कुमारश्रमणादिभिः
कुमारश्रमणादिभिः
चतुष्पादो गर्भिण्या
चतुष्पदो गर्भिण्या
मयूरविंशकादयश्च
मयूरव्यंसकादयश्च
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य प्रथमः पादः
पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य प्रथमः पादः
द्वितीयः पादः
द्वितीयः
पादः
पूर्वापरादरोत्तरमेकदैशिनैकाधिकरणे
पूर्वापराधरोत्तरमेकदेशिनैकाधिकरणे
अर्धं नपुंसकम्
अर्धनपुंसकम्
द्वितीय तृतीय चतुर्थतुर्यान्यन्यतरस्याम्
द्वितीय तृतीय चतुर्थतुर्यान्यन्यतरस्याम्
प्राप्तापन्ने च द्वितीयया
प्राप्तापन्ने च द्वितीयया
कालाः परिमाणिना
कालाः परिमाणिना
नञ्
नञ्
ईषदकृता
ईषदकृता
षष्ठी
षष्ठी
याजकादिभिश्च
याजकादिभिश्च
न निर्धारणे
न निर्धारणे
पूरणगुणसुखितार्थसदव्यय तव्यसमानाधिकरणेन
पूरणगुणसुहितार्थ सदव्ययतव्य समानाधिकरणेन
तेन च पूजायाम्
तेन च
तेन च
पूजायाम्
पूजायाम्
अधिकरणवाचिना च
अधिकरणवाचिना च
कर्मणि च
कर्मणि च
सृजकाभ्यां कर्तरि
कर्तरि
कर्तरि च
कर्तरि च
नित्यं क्रीडाजीविकयोः
नित्यं
नित्यं
क्रीडाजीविकयोः
सुगतिप्रातयः
उगतिप्रादयः
उपपदमतिम्
उपपदमतिम्
अमैवाव्ययेन
अमैवाव्ययेन
तृतीया प्रभृतीन्यन्यतरस्याम्
तृतीया प्रभृतीनन्यतरस्याम्
सा च
वाच
शेषो बहुव्रीहिः
शेषो
शेषो
व्रीहिः
अनेकमन्य पदार्थे
अनेकमन्यपदार्थे
संख्यया व्ययासन्नादूरादिकसंख्या संख्येये
संख्यया व्ययासन्नादूराधिकसंख्या संख्येये
दिङ्नामान्यन्तराले
दिङ्नामान्यन्तराले
तत्र तेनेदमिति स्वरूपे
तत्र
तत्र
तेनेदमिति
तेनेदमिति
स्वरूपे
स्वरूपे
तेन सहेति तुल्ययोगे
तेन
तेन
सहेति
सहेति
तुल्ययोगे
चार्थे द्वन्द्वः
चार्थे द्वन्द्वः
उपसर्जनं पूर्वम्
उपसर्जनं
उपसर्जनं
पूर्वम्
पूर्वम्
राजदन्तादिषु परम्
राजदन्तादिषु
राजदन्तादिषु परम्
द्वन्द्वेघि
द्वन्द्वेघि
अजाद्यदन्तम्
अजाद्यदन्तम्
अल्पाच्तरम्
अल्पाच्तरम्
सप्तमी विशेषणे बहुव्रीहौ
सप्तमी
सप्तमे
विशेषणे बहुव्रीहौ
विशेषणे बहुव्रीहौ
दृष्टा
निष्ठा
वाहिताग्न्यादिषु
वाहिताग्न्या
वाहिताग्न्यादिषु
कडारा कर्मधारये
कडारात् कर्मधारये
इति पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य द्वितीयः पादः
पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे
पाणिनीयसूत्रपाठे द्वितीयाध्यायस्य द्वितीयः पादः
Under Tatpurusha Karmadhara Samasa related sutras we are seeing Kutsitani Kutsanaihi Kutsita Sabantam Padam Kutsanaihi Sabantena Padasamatsate we are seeing Vaya Karna Kasuchihi. Can remember the sutra with the example. Vaya Karna Kasuchihi Yagika Kitavaha, all this. Kutsana Shabda will be Uttarapada. One who is Kutsitam, that will be Purupada. Papanake Kutsitai. Here Papa Anaka, even though they are Kutsana, but it is placed Purvam and Kutsita. Supposed to be Puram by the Puranipata, by the Pura Sutra. It is an Apavada to that. Therefore, it is Uttarapadam. Papanake, with the exception. Kutsitani Kutsanaihi, with the exception, Papanake Kutsitaihi. Papa and Anaka, these are the Shabda, Kutsana Shabda, then it will be placed first. And therefore Kutsita will be Uttarapadam. Iti. Then. So, and also we have seen, this is this Visheshana Bagulam, even though this is done, then why the sutra are required? Because Visheshana Bagulam, Visheshanam will be Purvanipata. But Kutsitani Kutsanaihi, there Visheshanam is Kutsanam. And that will be Uttarapadam. That is why the sutra is required. So therefore, Kutsitani Kutsanaihi, it's Apavada to Visheshana Bagulam. And Papa Nake Kutsitaihi is Apavada to Kutsitani Kutsanaihi. Papa Nake Kutsitaihi to 157. 254. Then next sutra, which is about the Upamana, Upameya, and there is a Samanya Vachanam. The three things are required. Upamana, Upameya, that which is compared, that is the object of comparison, to what is compared. That is Upameyam or Upamitam, you can say. Upamana is comparison, object of comparison. Then Samanya Vachana. Comparison is made based on Samana Dharma. So by the sutra, Upamanani Samanya Vachanaihi, Upamanam, Subantam Padam combined with the Sadharana Dharma Vachanam. The word will be there, that is which the basis of comparison. That is a similarity. With that word, it will combine from a compound. So we have seen Upamanani Samanya Vachanaihi. For that, the example Gana Shyamaha. Gana Iva Shyamaha. Who is that? Krishna. So Gana is Upamanam and Samanya Vachanam Shyama. So you can remember that example. Gana Shyamaha. And the next sutra is Upamitam Vyaghradibis Samanya Aprayoge. Samanya Aprayoge. When Samanya Vachanam is not used, Prayoge, then the Upamitam, that which is compared, Upamitam, Upameyam, Vyaghradibhi. Vyaghradibhi is a Gana. It is an Akriti Gana. So Vyaghradibhi. Upamitam, Vyaghradibhi. So Vyaghradibhi is Upamana. And Samanya Vachanam not there. So Samanya Vachanam not there. And therefore Upamitam, Upameya can combine with Upamana. Upamitam Subantam Padam, Upamana, that is Vyaghradibhi, Subantaihi, sorry, Subantaihi Saha Samasyate Samasaka Bhavati. So Purusha Vyagraha, Purusha Shaba, as we saw in Gita. So all those are examples. Mukha Chandraha, Mukha Padmam, etc. So you can remember the example Purusha Vyagraha. Purushaha Vyagraha Iva. So the Vigraha Vakya would be Purushaha Vyagraha Iva. Among the Purusha is, this Purusha is like a Vyagraha, it's like a tiger. So Gana Shyamaha is Upamanam Samanya Vachanaihi Samasyate. Samasaha Bhavati. Upamitam Vyaghradibhihi Purusha Vyagraha. Here Upamanam, that is Upameyam combined with Vyaghradibhi, that is Upamanam. Upameyam in combination with the Upamanam forming a compound. So, therefore, Upamitam Vyaghradibhi Samanya Prayoge. So, Upamanani we have seen. Yeah? Upamanani Samanya Vachanaihi, their compounding is between Upamana and Samanya Vachana. Whereas here, the compounding between the Upameyam and the Upamana. No Samanya Vachanam. If Samanya Vachanam is there, then you cannot compound. That also we have seen. There are also some basis of comparison would be there, but it is not mentioned. Purushaha Vyagraha Iva. Purusha Vyagraha we say. Suppose you compare based on some Sadharana Dharma, is like a tiger in terms of the strength, the valor, then you cannot combine. Purushaha Vyagraha Iva. Viraha, Shuraha, then you cannot compound. That is Samanya Aprayoge. Then there's Vyagradi is Vyagradigana, which is Akardigana. Therefore, that Gana begins with Vyagra, etc. So these are the sutras. Under Karmadharya, we are seeing many sutras. Karmadharya, all these are Karmadharya only. Samanadi Karanam up to 72. That is the end of this section. All these are Karmadharya only. Up to, you can see the Purvakalaika Sarvajat Purana Navakevala Samanadi Karanena. So Samanadi Karana Tat Purusha is Karmadharya. So this is the Karmadharya section 49 to 72. You can remember. So you can see how the sutras are arranged. First is Tat Purusha is defined. Tat Purushaha 2 to 22. Sorry, 2 122. From there it is goes up to 2 to 22. Then Digu also Tat Purusha is defined. Then Dvitiya Tat Purusha. Dvitiya Tat Purusha from 24 to 29. And Tritiya from from 30 to 30, 35. And Chaturthi is only one sutra. Chaturthi Tadartartha Baligita Sukarakshitaihi. Then Panchami 37 to 39. Then Saptami up to 48. Saptami from 40 to 48. Then 49 onwards, it is Karmadarya up to the end of this section. This is how this sutras are arranged. What about Shashti? Shashti is in the next section, separately dealt section that we saw. The sutras from 1 to 8 we can take. It is, though it has come in Shashti, it is separately mentioned, therefore not Shashti. And Shashti is only Yajakadivishcha, all other are exceptions. So Shashti also goes up to 17. Up to 17 we have seen. Okay, this is how this, and Kugati Pradeha Praditatva, next samasa. Right. Now, Karmadarya, we have a long list of sutras. Next sutra is Visheshanam, Visheshena Bhagulam. So that requires some explanation. So I'm going to do now only in the class. I'll type and show you, explain what it is. Visheshanam. Visheshanam is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Samase Pratamanadishtam Upasarjanam, therefore Upasarjanam Purvam. Visheshanam is Purvam. Visheshyam, therefore that will be Uttarapadam. Now, what is Visheshanam, what is Visheshyam, that we need to know. What is Visheshan, what is Visheshya? So let us see. Visheshanam is adjective. Visheshyam is substantive. That is simple English translation. But what is Visheshyam, we will see. The next sutra is Visheshanam. Visheshena Bhagulam. Bhagulam also is important here in the sutra. So this is a sutra we are going to see to 157. So Visheshanam, Visheshana Vachi, Suvantam Padam, Visheshyena, Visheshyena Subantena Padena Samasyate. Bhagulam Samasyate, Samasaha Bhavati. So Visheshana Vachi Suvantam Padam combined with Visheshya Vachi, Bhagulam. Samasyate, Samasaha Bhavati, that Samasa is Tat Purushaha. Under Tat Purusha, it is Karmadarya. Karmadarya is Pratama Tat Purusha. But there is no Pratama. We don't use the word Pratama. Panin Maharshi has not used. But Pratama meaning it is Karmadarya. So what is Visheshanam? Visheshanam is that which distinguishes an object, a thing, from the other objects. There are flowers. Among the flowers, there is Utpalam. And Utpalam also, there are many varieties, many of different colors. So a particular Utpalam, Neelam Utpalam, that is distinguished. Therefore, Neelam Utpalam. So Neelam is that factor, the Visheshana, which distinguishes from the Visheshya, the flower. So, Vedakam Visheshanam, Vedya Visheshya. Siddhanta Kaumadikara uses the word Vedaka, Vedya. Distinguished, distinguisher. Vedakam Samanadi Karanena, Vedakam is Visheshanam. Vedyena, that is Visheshya. Bhagulam Prakvata. Prakvata as before. So Vedaka. So Vedaka Vedya. So Vedakam is Visheshanam. Vedya is Visheshya. So Vedaka is that which distinguishes that the factor is that color. From what it is distinguished, that is Vedya. Or we can call Vyavartakam and Vyavartya. Visheshanam is called Vyavartaka. Vyavartakam Suvantam Padam. Vyavartakam is of same meaning. Vedaka ityartaha. Vyavartakam. The Vedaka or Vyavartaka same. So Vyavartakam Suvantam Padam. From what it distinguishes. Vyavartyam. Suvantena saha samasyate. Samasaha bhavati. So in the case of Nilotpalam, Neelam Utpalam. Neelam is Vedaka. Otherwise we can call it Vyavartaka. Can call by any name. Both are same. Utpalam is Vedyam. Otherwise called Vyavartyam. So, by the sutra, Visheshanam will be Purunipata, therefore Neela. And Visheshyam is Paranipata, Utpalam. Therefore Neela Utpalam, it gets the compound. Now here, how do you know which is Visheshanam, which is Visheshya? So we have to identify Visheshya and Visheshana first. Neelam Utpalam, in this example is, okay, fine. But suppose if I say, the example I give the black seed, Tila. Krishnaha, Tilaha. Krishnaha, Tilaha, there also, Tilaha is the seed. And Krishnaha, it is black. So, there are white Tila, Shuklaha, Tilaha is there. So, to distinguish, the Vyavartakam, the Vedaka is Krishnaha. And Vyavartyam, that is Vedya, is Tila. Therefore, Krishna Tilaha can form compound. Suppose if it is in another way, Tilaha Krishnaha, Utpalam Neelam, then you cannot compound. If it is other way, then you cannot compound. If Visheshanam comes in when you say Tilaha Krishnaha in the sentence, then you cannot compound. Krishnaha Tilaha or Neelam Utpalam can be compounded. Other way, Utpalam Neelam Tilaha Krishnaha cannot be compounded. Why? Neelam Utpalam, when you say, the Neelam is Visheshana. What is Visheshana? Visheshana should be Uddeshya. Visheshana is in the sentence should be Uddeshya. So let me write what I said now. So Visheshanam is Vedakaha, or you can say Vyavartakaha. Vishesham is Vedya, which is Vedyam or Vyavartyam. Now, in the example, Neelam Utpalam, or if you take Krishnaha Tilaha. Here, Neelam or Krishnaha or Vedaka, therefore compounding can be done. If it is otherwise, Utpalam, Neelam, Tilaha, Krishnaha. Here compounding cannot be done. Why? Because here, in this sentence, let us take Krishnaha, Tilaha as the example. One example I take Krishnaha, Tilaha. Here, Krishnaha is Uddeshya. And Tilaha is Videya. The sentence Krishnaha Tilaha. Krishnaha Tilaha. Here Visheshanam is Uddeshya and Tilaha is Videya. Uddeshya means that which is talked about. Uddeshya is the sentence what is talked about. And more on that it is given, that which is Videya, describes that, Videya. So, just a minute, please, sir. Hello, hello. இல்ல நீங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க போன வாட்டி நம்ம ஸ்டார் அந்த ராஜன் ஸ்டோர்ஸ் பக்கத்துல லெஃப்ட் எதிர்க்க ராஜன் ஸ்டோர்ஸ் இருக்கு லெஃப்ட் எதிர்க்க இருக்கு மெக்கானிக்கல் ஷாப் இருக்கு பக்கம் அதுக்கு லெஃப்ட் நீங்க வந்திருக்கீங்களா Sorry, come with us. What is mentioned and what is talked about in the sentence? Krishna is mentioned, and what is that Krishna? The Krishna is the Tilaha, which is Videya. So, therefore, the Visheshana should concur with we use the expression Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha in the sentence Krishnaha Tilaha. Krishnaha is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. Is it Uddeshya or Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha? Uddeshya Koti. Koti means Paksha, the end. Pravishtaha is, my translation, I will say concurring with. So, when the word concurs with concurs with the Uddeshya, what is talked about the sentence, then it is called Visheshan. So Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha will be Visheshanam. Videya Koti Pravishtaha will be the word which concurs with the Videya, what is described in the sentence. Now the Tilaha is what is described, not Krishnaha. Krishnaha is mentioned. Tilaha is what is described, right? So Videya Koti Pravishtaha will be Visheshan. So this is important. So the rule is Visheshanam must be Uddeshya. That's what I said, Uddeshya. If I remember the class before last also I said Uddeshya, Videya. Visheshanam must be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. Tilaha must be Videya Koti Pravishtaha. Tilaha, the word should concur with what is described in the sentence. What is described in the sentence? The sentence has got Tatparyam, right? So what is it is describes. And Krishnaha is, it is mentioned, it is talked about, and the description of that is Tilaha. Black seed. Now, black, when you say, what black? So black is mentioned, it is talked about sentence. What black? The cloud is black. Crow is also black. Kupu is also black. All are black only. Darkness, it is also black. So when you say black, what black you are talking about? So when black is said, then there is a vivaksha. What black is going to talk about? Therefore, Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. Then the next word describes that what that black is. That is the vivaksha of the speaker it says that the seed is black. So that is Videya Koti. What is Videya? That is among so many things which are black in color. Now, which is talked about? We are not talking about cuckoo, we are not talking about kaka, we are not talking about the cloud. We are talking about the seed. Therefore, the seed, the tila is Videya. So therefore, Videya Koti Pravishtaha. The tilaha, the word concurring with the Videya, which is what which describes what is talked about, that is called Visheshyam. And Visheshanam is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. So, this is when Visheshanam happens to be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, then Samasa can happen. Take the other example. Other Tilaha Krishnaha, there, in this sentence, in this type, such type of Vakya. Tilaha is there. Tilaha is very clearly, it is talked about that described. Tilaha is what is going to be described, whether it is white or black or whatever it is. Tilaha. So Tilaha is talked about. Tilaha is described, and it's mentioned. It is going to be described. It is what is described, and it is said Krishnaha iti. So here what happens? Tilaha is becomes it is Videya Koti Pravishtaha Tilaha. Tilaha is in this sentence. It is Tilaha is Visheshana. It is Videya Koti Pravishtaha. Tilaha is Videya Koti Pravishtaha, and Krishnaha is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. Therefore, changes here. So Videya Koti Pravishtaha becomes Visheshanam. So in a sentence, if Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha could be a Visheshanam or could be Visheshya. Videya Koti Pravishtaha could be Visheshanam or Visheshya. It depends on the speaker. Now here Krishnaha Tilaha is Uddeya Koti Pravishtaha. A Visheshanam has to be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, then only compounding can be done. Whereas Tilaha Krishnaha in this example, here Tilaha is Videya Koti Pravishtaha, that happens to be the Visheshanam. Visheshanam generally it will come before because it talks about it. So here Tilaha comes first. It is Videya Koti Pravishtaha. Tilaha. What Tilaha? What is the Tilaha? That is Uddesha. See, this subject predicate. In English, we say subject predicate. That seed is black. I said that is a sentence I gave. Subject predicate. The subject, the Videya Koti Pravishtaha. And it is black in color. Uddaya Koti Pravishtaha. Then you cannot form compound. There also, Tilaha, the first word is Visheshanam. As Krishnaha, the first word is Visheshanam. Here also Tilaha is Visheshanam. But Tilaha happens to be Videya Koti. Atho Uddeshya Koti. Therefore, compounding cannot be done. When you say Krishnaha, there is Akanksha. What Krishnaha? It is cloud or cuckoo or kaka. Then you say it is Tilaha. So therefore, Tilaha happens to be Videya Koti. It is what is described in the sentence. And Krishna is what is talked about. That is, it is the emphasis on Krishna. Krishnaha Tilaha. But here the emphasis Tilaha Krishnaha becomes Krishna is emphasized. The black is emphasized. Therefore, that becomes Videya Koti. And therefore, Uddeshya Koti becomes Krishnaha becomes Uddeshya Koti and Videya Koti becomes Tilaha. So Tilaha happens to be Videya Koti, and that is a Visheshanam. If Visheshanam happens to be Videya Koti, then Samasa cannot be formed. Therefore, the condition forming a Samasa should be that Visheshana must be Uddeshya Koti. Visheshana must be Uddeshya Koti. So Uddeshya and Videya. You can understand what is Uddeshyam and what is Videyam. What is talked about is Uddesha, and that which describes what is talked about is Videya. So, for compounding to happen, the Visheshana must be Uddeshya Koti. If Visheshana happens to be Videya Koti, then you cannot compound. Tilaka Krishna only compound. Right? So you cannot compound. Even in English also. The seed, that seed is black. Black seed, it's a compound. In fact, the black seed is a compound. Even in English, it's a compound, right? Black seed, white seed, playground. Playground, the ground is meant for playing, not for sleeping. Right? So playground is a compound. Similarly, black seed is a compound. Understand?
Shamyatam ji,
Yes.
this is Uddeshya or
Uddeshya
Uddey?
only. Not Uddeshya, Uddeshya only.
Then typo is there.
Okay, yeah. Uddeshya. Not Uddeshya. Okay, Uddeshya. Udd Purvaka Dish Dhatu Yat Pratyaya. Uddeshya, dish, direction. With Udd, which is what is talked about in the sentence. I mean, describes what is talked about, what is mentioned in the sentence is Tilaha, and what is that Tilaha is, that is what is described in the sentence. That is right. So, that which is described in the sentence, what is talked about, Uddeshya, not Uddeya, Uddeshya, and that which describes what is talked about is Videya. Right. So, therefore, Uddeshya, Videshya. Therefore, the rule is Visheshanam must be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. Koti means side, okay. This is the expression used, but not in the Siddhanta Kaumudi and all. It is general. This is, even in Hindi we use this. So what is here, Krishna is Uddeshya. That is what is talked about. So what is talked about, that it must concur with. So Krishna is the Uddeshya, and what is talked about, that is what is talked about concurs with what? That is called Uddeshya. And that should be Visheshanam. 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 Okay. So this is the rule. Okay. This Uddeshya, Videya, it is used in Hindi grammar also. Those who know Hindi grammar, they understand this. In English, we say it's a subject predicate. That's an example for that. The seed is black. Tilaha, that seed is black. So black seed is adjective. And seed is substantive. Therefore, black seed is a compound. It is not individual word. Even in English also, black seed. It's one word, black seed. That seed is black. There the seed is what is, it is first. So the seed. So the seed is that is is talked of, it's described. But and the what is that seed which is black in color? That which is Uddesh, that comes later. Tilaha Krishnaha, that seed is black. Tilaha Krishnaha, when we say that seed is black, the seed is subject. That is black is predicate. In English we say. Right? So the black is Uddeshya and the seed is Videya. So when it is subject predicate, we cannot compound. Subjective complement we have seen, right? So therefore we cannot compound. So what you emphasize, what you talk, is that makes a difference. Which you want to present as Videya, which you want to present as Uddeshya. So your choice, which one you want to present as Videya, which one you want to present as Uddeshya. Now, for compounding to happen, the Visheshana must be Uddeshya. Visheshana must be Uddeshya, that is the rule. That's our common sense also. Otherwise, you cannot form compound, right? This is nothing to do with the Sanskritam. This is a general. Okay. So Visheshanam. So Even otherwise, Uddesha Videya, if it is the Krishnaha Tilaha, Tilaga Krishnaha. Analyze this, which is Visheshanam, which is Vishesha. We know what is adjective, what is substantive. In the case of here, it is very clear. Krishnaha is the attribute of Titila. So therefore, attributes, that is Vishesha, Visheshanam. Right? And Tilaha Krishnaha. There it is. Krishnaha is there. Tilaha is not an attribute. Therefore, Tilaha cannot be Visheshanam. Therefore, when we say that Videya Koti, it is what is Videya Koti, it is what is that which that describes what is talked about in the sentence. What is talked about? Krishnaha is only talked about that seed is black. The emphasis on black. So that is the Uddeshya. And Uddeshya happens to be Vishesham. Therefore, compounding not possible. When compounding is possible, for compounding to happen, the Visheshana must be Uddeshya. The Visheshana must concur with Uddeshya. What is talked about in the sentence. Right? I hope it is clear. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Ji.
Okay. If this Samskrita word is very difficult, in fact, this is not Sanskrit. Just I took it from the Hindi. Okay. This is in Hindi. Uddeshya, Videya. These terms are used. Not if it's difficult, then leave it, then understand in English only. Adjective, substantive. Tilaha is described by Krishna. That's why they said Krishna black. So many things are black. Among many things which are in black color, you are particularly saying that Tila is black, the whole Visheshanam attribute. And that is Uddeshya. And Tilaha Krishnaha, here, Tila is not an attribute. Krishna is the attribute. This placed ulta. So even in English also like that, black seed. Then according to the sutra, Visheshanam, Visheshana Bhagulam, Visheshanam should be Pratama Vibhakti. Visheshanam must be Purva Padam. Tilaha Krishnaha, the order if you see Visheshanam comes later. Therefore, compound cannot be done. Visheshanam has to be Purvam. So Krishnaha Tilaha, Krishna is Purvam. Compounding can be done. Krishna Tilaha. But here Krishna comes later. So Visheshanam comes later. Even by sutra, you cannot do Visheshanam, Visheshana Bhagulam. Right? Okay. So therefore, this Tilaha Krishna compounding cannot be done. You can note this. When compounding should be done, when compounding cannot be done. No possibility here. Because Tilaha is that seed is black. That is what is talked about. That seed is black. The blackness, the blackness, the Krishna is, that is the black, that is Videya. And Uddeshya, Tilaha is Videya, not black. Tilaha is Videya and Krishna is Uddeshya. So therefore, compounding not possible. You can extend the same thing to other Neelam Utpalam also. Utpalam Neelam. Neelam cha Utpalam cha Neela Utpalam, but not Utpalam cha Neelam. Not Utpala Neelam. We cannot form. Okay. So Utpalam cha Neelam means the problem is there. Utpalam, the flower. Utpalam, Neelam, not all the Utpalam are Neelam. That Neelam, it is the Neelam cha, Utpalam, Neelam. The Neelam, that color, it is Uddeshya. It is Vishesha, in fact. It's an attribute. That comes later. Right? It is supposed to be Visheshanam because it's an attribute. Right? That Visheshanam, which is Visheshanam, only when it is Uddeshya, compounding can be done. But in sentence, it is Videya because Utpalam, Neelam, flower lily. That flower is lily. Right? That flower is lily. So lily, that flower, not that flower, sorry. That lily is blue, not that flower. That lily is blue. Right? That lily is blue. So blue comes later, that is Videya. That is what is talked about the sentence. The emphasis of the sentence, or the sentence wants to convey that that is black in color. That is what is described in the sentence. But the flower happens to be the Uddeshya. Therefore, compounding cannot be done. So simple analysis, we can understand which is adjective, which is substantive. So for that, we use the technical term Uddeshya Videya. Otherwise, you do simple analysis and find out which is Visheshana, Visheshya, compounding. Because there may be there may come situation. You will get doubt which is Visheshana, which is Visheshana. Not here. That's why I get simple example. Here it's very clear. But suppose we do some the Bhashya Vandal, which is compound, which is Visheshanam, which is Vishesham. Doubt may come. So there you will have problem. There we have to understand the sentence, Vivaksha of the sentence. In the sentence, what is Videya, what is Uddeshya, you have to understand. And if the Uddeshya happens to be Visheshanam, then compounding can be done. Otherwise, no. Visheshanam has to be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha. That is why this is important. The example is simple. But if it is complicated, there we have problem to identify which is Visheshana, which is Vishesha, then we have to know what is Uddesham and what is Videyam in the sentence. Uddeshya, as I said, it is what is talked about. And Videya describes what is talked about. Right? Okay, I think this is enough. You can.
Like you can say in Tamil, we say Karunguyil, and then when you say Kuyil Karuppu, like that is can't compound there. Like that we can understand. Is that right?
The same thing. Karunguyil, Krishnaha, Tilaha, same thing. You are praising Karma as first. What is Karma? It could be Megha, it could be anything. That's why I said Kuku. You're saying, I said Kuku, you're saying.
Yeah. Yes.
Kokila. Same. Right?
So
when you say Krishnaha, there is Akanksha, there's an expectation, no? What is it, Krishna? You're going to say that, right? So that is complete only when you say Tilaha. When you say Tilaha, so here Tilaha is said. Tilaha is there. But here you're mentioning the attribute after that. So you see here, that's why I gave the English one, no? That black seed, a seed black. Huh?
Yeah.
So your emphasis on Krishna, it differs. No, here Krishna Tilaha, this emphasis here, even you're talking about Tilaha, but first you say Krishna. Krishna means in Akanksha comes what Krishna? When you're talking about Tila, which is Krishna. So therefore Krishna is attribute. Therefore here the Videya is Tila. Videya is Tila, and therefore Uddeshya is I said that the other way, I think. Sorry, Videya is Tila and Uddeshya is Krishnaha. So Krishnaha is which is Uddeshya, and that is talked about, and it describes, it tells you what that Krishna is. Therefore, that is Videya. In the other case, it is not like that. You start with saying that seed, then Akanksha is what? What that seed? Are you going to say the color or what? That Tilaha is Tilaha, you say that seed, then it's completed by saying Krishnaha. So again here, Krishnaha, even though it is an attribute of Tilaha, but how you place the words? Tilaha, it is Videya. Tilaha happens to be the Videya, and Krishna happens to be the Uddeshya. So Uddeshya, again, it is what is talked about here. Uddeshya is what is talked about, but Uddeshya happens to be Krishnaha. Uddeshya happens to be Krishnaha, which is the attribute, right? Because attribute, it is not Visheshana, because it is, you have placed it as, you have made it as Uddeshya. So therefore, here it happens to be Visheshyam. Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha Visheshyam. So therefore, compounding not possible. Anyone doesn't fit, compounding cannot happen. If Visheshyam happens to be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, compounding cannot be done. If Visheshyam happens to be Videya Koti Pravishtaha, compounding cannot be done. So that's why we say this. You remember this if the Visheshanam is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, then compounding will happen. So, this one thing you remember, other things they will fall in place, right? The Visheshanam has to be the Uddeshya, what is talked about in the sentence. Yeah, what is your question, Krishnaji?
Can we take the example of a sentence like milk is white and
Same thing,
milky
yes.
white? Milky white means an attribute of, no,
Yes.
we are talking about white, which is
Yes.
a shade of milk.
Yes.
And the sentence milk is white, then that becomes a sentence. So there.
Yes. It's
So
correct.
that
What you said. Milky is an attribute, right? Milky white. But you're talking about the white. Whiteness is what is described. Milky white. It's like a milk.
shade of milk.
Right. That milk is white is no, that
That's
milk white when you say that milk is white. Anyway, milk has only one color. Suppose,
It's a
okay,
sentence.
assuming
Milk
that
is
milk
white.
is yeah. Okay, milk is white. Then there, which is Uddesha, which is Videya. Videya is
Videya, still white is Videya. But that
that
is a Visheshanam.
Videya is that milk. Milk is Videya. Okay, the sentence I'm saying. That milk is white, or milk is white, whatever it is. Even though milk has got only white in color, that's okay. But taking
But
okay, because you say, yeah. Therefore,
somebody
milk.
doesn't know the color of milk. You say milk is white.
So therefore, the milk is Videya, right? And Uddesha is white. So milk is white. So you cannot compound, right here. Subject is milk.
The subject and
And
predicate.
predicate is white. Or you cannot say predicate, it's subject to complement, whatever it is, right? So in fact, that is what it is. Subject to complement predicate. So you cannot compound this. Milk is white, how can you compound? White milk, okay. Right? White milk is fine, but that milk is white. The sentence itself, we are making very clear that okay, that milk is white. There, what is talked about? What is talked about? What is Uddesha? What is with?
Milk is talking.
That milk is white. So see, white is what is talked about, right? White is Uddesha, and that white is said by Videya, that milk. So milk is Videya.
Confusing.
No, not confused. It's because you have made that. See, because we have the notion. See, we have a strong notion. I mean, nothing wrong. That milk is the white is there. White always Visheshanam. That need not be. How you place a sentence, what you give emphasis, that changes. We have this idea in our mind always. White means attribute, means Visheshanam. If that is Visheshanam, then compounding should be done. Milk is white. Why can't we do the compound? Because that the Visheshanam, the white is not Uddesha, it is Videya. That's why I said Videya Koti Pravishtaha Visheshanam in your example. Therefore, compounding cannot be done. If you say other way, white milk, compounding can be done because their white is Uddesha, because that is talked about. And about what? About the milk. The milk is Videya. You understand? See, this is because of our orientation. We are strongly oriented to this understanding. There's nothing wrong. We understand, right? Attributes are Visheshanam. So therefore, when I say in your sentence, the white is Videya, white what you say it's Vishesha, I mean Uddesha, it is Vishesha, then you get confusion. That's why. Okay,
like that saying, we say gold bangle. Why can't we call it bangly gold?
Yeah. Yes, gold bangle. That is okay. That is
Like Puja Swami says,
yes, gold bangle. Because the bangle which is gold, it is describes. It is there. It is very clear which gold is Visheshanam. You are saying, see there, bangly gold. That there is no problem. There it is, you can form samasa. Bangly gold also samasa possible. Golden bangle also samasa possible. No problem with it. Because bangly also Visheshanam. Gold bangle, when you say gold is Visheshanam, or bangly gold, when you say you are putting the word bangly, that is Visheshanam. So compounding can be done. okay, that is a different thing here. But this Visheshanam, when Visheshanam is there, when you identify a word as Visheshanam, here Visheshanam is, here what is Visheshanam? Here Visheshanam is
You can say it is.
Krishna.
Yeah.
But Krishna, see, Krishna, the Tilaha becomes Vishesham, sorry, not the Krishna. Because you are placing it, see, what you, that is the, in fact, here you cannot say Vishesham, okay, for here, Tilaha, Krishna, when you say, Tilaha is Videya Koti Pravishtaha, Krishna is Uddesha Koti Pravishtaha. So, but Uddesha Koti Pravishtaha happened to be the Vishesham here. See, generally, that's why I said, the Visheshanam comes first and Vishesham comes next, right? So therefore, this is Visheshanam and this is Vishesham. Krishna is Vishesham. Tilaha is Vishesham. Krishna is Visheshanam. So Visheshanam, always Visheshanam comes first, right? So taking Tilaha to be Visheshanam. Is it Uddesha? No. It is Videya. It is Videya. And Videya, it is Videya Visheshanam. That's what compounding cannot form. Krishna, it is not a Visheshanam here, it is Visheshya. Going by our general understanding, Visheshanam should come first because your adjective is what? Adjective describes the subject, right? The substantive. So that is in English ways, that is adjective, substantive. Adjective always comes first. Right? If adjective comes later, then it is it's not possible. If adjective cannot come later. Adjective should come first. Good boy, intelligent boy, clever boy. That you describe the boy, right? The qualities of the subject is described. White boy, black, whatever it is, the color, the complexion you describe. So what comes first? Substantive will be there, and that preceded by a description of that. You describe the attributes. So going by that, our general understanding, the first word must be Visheshanam. And for Tilaha is Visheshanam. Here Krishna is Visheshanam. First word is Visheshanam. The next word will be Vishesha.
So if Tila is Visheshanam, we can simply translate Tilaha Krishna as black in the form of a seed.
That's okay. That's fine. You can translate like that, doesn't matter. But Tilaha is Visheshanam, right?
Visheshanam.
Sanskritam, you take it Tilaha. This is
Adjective.
Samanadhikaram adjective. You cannot say that Tilaha is Visheshanam to Krishna. Is it Visheshanam to Krishna? No, Krishna is there. Black is there in so many things. That's why I said Kokila, Kuku, Kaka, Cloud, all are Krishna, right? Tila cannot be Tila cannot be, Tila is not, Tilaha Krishnaha. Tilaha Krishnaha, then not Tila is present in all the Krishna, right? Tila is Tilaha Krishnaha. Here Tilaha, since it is, see, the compare with the previous one, there we say Krishnaha, when you say there is Akanksha. What is Krishna? Then you say Tilaha. But here when you say Tilaha, the Akanksha is Krishnaha. The Krishnaha is Tilaha when you say Tila, that is, it is that which is all which is black or not Tila. Tilaha, Krishnaha, when you say Tilaha, you are going to say what it is. Tilaha Krishnaha. Here, Tila is not present in all that which is in black in color, right? Therefore, you can see that Uddesha Videya changes. What was Uddesha Videsha here in this sentence? Forget about Visheshanam Vishesham. What was Uddesha Vidaya in this sentence? It is changes with regard to this sentence. In this sentence, the Uddesha Krishna Videya Tila. But here, when you say, it changes. Here it happens, what becomes Uddesha? The Uddesha is, here, if you say, the Krishnaha is Uddesha and Tilaha is Videya. The position changes, right? Okay, then, to be a Visheshanam, then it must be Uddeshya. The Visheshana must be Uddeshya. So therefore here, what will happen? Here the Tilaha, right? The Tilaha is not Uddeshyam, it is Videya. Because you are placing it first, the Visheshana. And that is not Uddeshya, it is Videya. It is Videya meaning that what is talked about the sentence, it's described. Tilaha. So Krishna is what is the emphasis in the sentence. Krishna is what is talked about, not Tila. Tila, it talks about what is, the Tila describes what is talked about in the sentence, right? Whereas in this case, Tila is, in this case, this Tila is Videya, that describes what is talked about. Krishna is talked about as the description of the Krishna, because Akanksha comes. What is Krishna? Then Tila is completes. Okay, that the Krishna is Tila. So there is a swap of this Videya Udaya Koti Pravishtaha. So therefore, the first word of being Visheshanam, but the Videya Udeshya Koti Pravishtaha, that changes. And for to be a Visheshanam, and if it is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha is there, then if the Visheshanam happens to be Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, then compounding can be done. It means, in other words, our simple understanding, Visheshanam should be first. That's what it is. That is technically, said in using these words, Uddeshya, Videya. Visheshanam has to be Purvam. So therefore, Visheshanam comes first. And that what comes Purvam, that is, we can understand, that is what is called Uddeshya. Pointer, pointed. So Uddeshya is the pointer pointing to the pointer. That's how, the Videya. The Uddeshya, the word is derived from Dish Dhatu, Utpurvaka Dish Dhatu, then Yat Pratyaya Uddeshya. What is the meaning of Dish? Dish means direct. Uddeshya, Uddesham, aim, or what we call aim. And Videya is, it is Dha, that is Vipurvaka Dha, then Yat Pratyaya. So there it is, what is, that describes what is talked about. That is Videya. So, okay, this you understand, then it is fine. That's why in the beginning I said, Vedya Vedaka. Vedya, Vedakaha Vedya. Vedakaha Vedyam or Vyavartakaha Vyavartyam. When we say Krishnaha, then there are many Tila. Among them, this Krishna Tilaha is separated, distinguished. Therefore, Vyavartakam is Krishnaha. Vyavartakam is Krishnaha, and here Vyavartakam happens to be Tilaha. Here Vyavartakam Visheshanam, that Vyavartaka Visheshanam Tilaha happens to be Videya Koti, not Uddeshya Koti. Ataha Samasaha na bhavati. So therefore, for Samasa to be formed, the Vedaka, the Vyavartaka Visheshanam has to be Uddeshya, should concur with what is talked about in the sentence. It is maybe because our orientation we may find difficult to understand, but it's okay if you understand. That's why I took the simple example. When we see some complicated example, we'll see. So we will have problem later. I mean, when we come across some words, which is Vishesham, which is Uddesham. Here it is simple. You don't see. When you read some Kavya and all, there doubts come. Which is Vishesham? What is Visheshana? So, and the compounding is formed. But the compounding is formed by the Sutra, we know. That is the thing. The Sutra, we know what is Vishesham, what is Vishesham. We have to find out. Many times it has happened. Which is Vishesham, which is Vishesham. And Visheshanam need not be immediately after the word. In Sanskritam, it can be anywhere. We know because that is of same vibhakti, therefore we arrange the words, we do Anvaya and place a Visheshanam before and understand sentence. That is how to do the analysis of the sentence. But we have to ask question, what is Videya, what is Uddeshya? Then we have to decide which is Visheshanam, which is Visheshyam. And Visheshanam only when it is Uddeshya, then compounding can be done. Otherwise, no. Okay. So both are Samana Adhikaranam, both are in Prathama Vibhakti. That's why this discussion. And Visheshanam is Visheshyate Anena iti Visheshanam. Simple. Visheshanam is Visheshanam, Vishishyate Anena iti Visheshanam. That which distinguishes. That which distinguishes the Vishesha, that is Vedya, Vyavartya. That is a shloka. Okay. That's a shloka which says Vedyam Vishesham Ityahugu. Vedakam tu Visheshanam. Based on this karika only I told. Pradhanam tu Vishesham Syad. Apradhanam Visheshanam. Apradhanam tu Visheshanam. So Visheshanam, this is you can note this here. Vedya, that is Vyavartya, is Vishesham, that is what is distinguished. Vishishyate Anena iti, from what among the Vishesha there is Vedya, that Vedya Vishesham, Ityahu Vedakam, that what Vishishyate Anena distinguishes is Visheshanam. So Pradhanam to Vishesham. So Vishesham is Pradhanam and Visheshanam is Apradhanam. That is what we say Uddeshya Videya iti. So Apradhanam Visheshanam. Apradhanam Visheshanam and Pradhanam is Visheshyam. The sentence, what is Pradhanam? What is Pradhanam? Pradhanam is Vishesha and Visheshanam is Apradhanam. So when Visheshanam is Apradhanam and Vishesha is Pradhanam, compounding can be done. Suppose if you make it ulta, if you make Visheshanam as Pradhanam and Vishesha as Apradhanam, then you cannot compound. Right? So what is Pradhanam? What is Videya is important. What is Pradhanam is Vishesha, what is Videyam is Vishesha. And what is Apradhanam is Uddeshya. If Apradhanam is Visheshanam, then compounding can be done. In other words, Uddeshya Videya is said, instead of that, we can say Pradhanam, Apradhanam. That depends on the Vivaksha. Your Vivaksha. Again, your Vivaksha only. Bhaktahu Vivaksha. Samasaha Ishyate. So here, Tiraha Krishnaha. In this sentence, you made this Krishnaha as Pradhanam. You made Krishnaha as Pradhanam, Tilaha as Apradhanam. Because it is Apradhanam, therefore it is Visheshanam. That is what Videya is said. Videya, other words. And Krishnaha is Pradhanam for you. Therefore it is Vishesha. That is other words Uddeshya. Right? Therefore here, Tilaha Krishnaha. This is your Vivaksha, you put it like this. But in this case, what we say, compounding cannot be done because Visheshanam happens to be Videya. Therefore, no compounding. Right? Okay. If it is confusing, just leave it. You understand this much? Okay. And more things are going to come. Little, it will be confusing. It's a little more. Jati Vachaka, Guna Vachaka, all those things will come. That is why this, and Bagulam also it is that further confusion. When it will happen, when it will not happen. So all those things we have to see. Okay. So now here another thing is, let us do the example directly. Neelam Utpalam, let us take Neelam Cha Tat Utpalam. Or Neelam Utpalam, directly we can do Neelam Utpalam compounding. Neelam, Neela is a color. Su Patma Bhakti Ekavachanam. Gender, because it is Visheshanam, therefore Visheshanusaram Bhavati. Linga Vivakti Vachanam, that way Samanadikaranam. Then Utpalam plus Su. Utpalam plus Su. So the first Kritati Samasasya Pratipadikam, Supadhatu Pratipadikyo look. Therefore you have Su goes away. So you have Neela and Utpala. And we know Samase, Samgita Nitya Bhavati. Therefore Neela and Utpala, you get Neelotpalam. So Supadhatu Pratipadikyo look, then this is a compound, then you have Neela plus Utpalam, Sandhi is a must, therefore Neelotpalam. Now Neelotpalam, not Utpalam, Neelotpala in fact it is. And it is Napumsakalinga. Dvandva Tatpurushayoga Parvatalingam. Therefore Utpalam is Napumsakalinga, therefore Su, and therefore you can decline Neelotpalam. Neelotpalam, Neelotpale, Neelotpalani. Now here you can note, as I said, you can say Neelam Utpalam. Or you can say Neelam Chatat Utpalam. In both way, you can give Vigrahavakya. Okay, so therefore the two forms of compounds. So like some more, suppose you say Vruddhaha, Vyagraha, the compounding would be Vruddhaha Vyagraha, which is Visheshanam, which is Visheshya.
Vruddhaha is Visheshana.
Vruddhaha says, yeah.
Vruddhaha. So you can see Vyagraha is Videya. Okay. And Vruddhaha is Uddeshya, right? Vruddhaha is Uddeshya and Vyagraha is Videya. And Vruddhaha is Uddeshya and that is Visheshanam, right? It is Apradhanam, therefore Samasa Bhavati. Therefore you can form compound Vruddha Vyagraha. And here, as I told, this Vigraha Vakya could be either Vruddhaha Vyagraha. See, when you split Vruddhaha Vyagraha, you can say Vruddhaha Vyagraha or Vruddhaha Cha Vyagraha. Anyway, you can say Vigraha Vakya. Okay, I will put it the other way. Vruddhaha Vyagraha. The compound is done. Vruddhaha Vyagraha. Vigraha Vakya. Because Vigraha is only we have difficulty. Compounding also, you know the rules, we can do it. So, Vruddhaha Cha, so Vyagraha. You can do like this also. Vyagraha Cha. Right? So Vruddhaha Cha, so see Vruddhaha Vyagraha or Vruddhaha Cha, so Vyagraha, or you can say Vruddhaha Cha Vyagraha. This also okay. Both you can say, or you can say Vruddhaha Cha Yaha Vyagraha. All these are possible Vigraha Vakyas. Anyway, anyway you can say. Vruddhaha Vyagraha is Vruddha Vyagraha, Vruddhaha Cha so Vyagraha, Vruddha Cha Vyagraha, Vruddha Cha Yaha Vyagraha. All are okay. All are this Vigraha Vakya only, right? Vruddhaha Cha so Vyagraha, Vruddha Vyagraha. Sometimes if they say Cha also used at the end, that is also possible. We can say Vruddhaha Cha so Vyagraha Cha. It's all possible. Okay, this week you will see Vigraha Vakya in any form. Okay, then So therefore here also we know Vriddaha is Visheshanam, it is Apradhanam, it is Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha Atra Visheshanam, and it is Apradhanam Purum Asti, and by Vishesham Visheshana Bagulam, the Visheshana Savantam Padam, it is Puranipata, and combines with the Visheshya, which is Vyagraha. Vyagraha is Vishishyate Anena iti, Visheshanam. So Vriddaha. So what is talked about the sentence is described by what? That is called Videya. So Videya is Visheshya and Vriddaha is Uddeshya. Uddeshya is Apradhanam and it is Visheshanam. Visheshanam Visheshana Bagulam. Apradhana Visheshanam is Puranipata and this Videya Visheshya is Paranipata. Therefore compounding is Vriddha Vyagraha. Understand? If it is confusing, just Visheshanam alone you take, okay? There's more of Videya, Uddeshya. Okay, this is leave it. You have to get used to saying that so that be easy. So that you not easy, so that you understand when I come across later where compounding cannot be done, that you do the analysis. Why cannot be done? Okay. Fine. This Apradhanam is general condition. Pradhanam is Vishesha. Because that is what is described, right? Vishesha. And Apradhanam is Vishesha. And Apradhana Visheshanam, if it is Uddeshya, compounding. Okay, more examples you will see. I'll give compound, you can tell the Vigraha Vakya. Simple one. Punya Tirtham. What will be the Vigraha Vakya? Yeah, any Vigraha Vakya, any form you can say, these four types are there. You can use any form of Vigraha.
Punyam Tirtham.
Punyam Tirtham.
Punyam cha asau.
Asau Tirtham.
Not aso, because Tirtham is Tapupsakalinga, therefore Tatti have to use.
Tat Tirtham cha.
Otherwise, simply say Punyam cha, for Punyam Tirtham. Punyam Tirtham, Punya Tirtham. You can say, right? Okay. Now let me ask you, which is Videya, which is Uddeshya?
Punyam is Uddeshya.
Punyam is Uddeshya.
Therefore,
Tirtham is Videya.
therefore compounding is possible, right? Okay, very good. Then another example. Santaptayaha. Santaptayaha. What is it? Santaptayaha.
Santaptayaha.
Huh? Yes, again. What is it?
No, tap dhatu. So burnt
Okay.
well.
What is burnt? Ayaha. What is ayaha? Iron. Iron. We saw know that round iron ball in Vedantas are also. That, what is that? Ayaf Pindaha, right?
Ayaf Pinda.
Santaptam. Ayaha is, iron is Napumsakalinga. That word is Napumsakalinga. Okay. Sanskritam. So ayan Santaptam cha.
Ayam.
Tat, not that use. Suppose if you use others Shabda, that is all we can use. Aso, others, right? Or you have to say if it is Napumsakalinga, because Napumsakalinga you want to use instead of Tat, you want to say others Shabda. What is the form? Adaha. Adaha you have to say. Adaha. Okay. Your choice, whatever you want to use. Santaptam cha, Tat, Ayaha, Ayaha cha, you can say. Right? So here it is, which is Uddeshya.
Santaptam is
Uddeshya Koti Pravishtaha, Santaptam, Ataha Visheshanam, Apradhanam api bhavati, Ataha Purvam, Visheshanam Bagulam. Right? Okay. Vriddha Vyavahara, okay, Vriddha Vyavahara with done. Then with Vajjanaha.
With
Vidvan.
Vyanjan.
Janaha.
Hmm?
cha.
Sorry? With the?
Vidvat.
Vigraha Vakya you are doing.
With-
Okay. You can't use Pratipadika.
Janah. Vidvat
Vidvan plus Jana.
Vidvan plus
Van plus
Vidvancha asau
Asau
Jana.
Janaha.
Janah.
Vigraha Vakya, how can you use Pratipadika?
Yeah.
So you have to say Vidwan, Vidwams, that you know. How from what the Vidwan comes, you know. Vasava Samprataranam. Like, of course, that doesn't happen. Vidvat, Su Upadadigattam, etc. Right? Vidvas, Numakama comes, etc. Vidwan, so. Therefore, Vidwan, Pratama Bhakti, Vidwancha, Asau, Janaha. Okay, then. Nirmala, Gunaha.
Nirmalam.
Tadaha.
No, it is not Nirmalam. Gunaha is there, right?
So
Nirmala.
Nirmalaha.
Ah,
Nirmala is Visheshana. You can, depending on the Vishesha, gender can change. See, another indicator of Visheshana is gender is not fixed gender, right? It will keep its Visheshana is in keeping with the gender of Vishesha, right? So Nirmalaha. Nirmalaha cha
Te guna.
te gunaha you have to say because Bhagavachanam. Or you can say Ami gunaha, so aso amo ami. Suppose if you are using other shabda.
Taha gunaha arthaliya, sir.
Yeah, you can say, yeah, that is also possible. You can take a Nirmala and Gunaha is Pullinga, okay. Therefore, Nirmala, Te Gunaha. Te Gunaha. Then Sakala Kalaha.
Taha cha.
Sakala.
Taha. Taha kala.
Sakalaha cha. Kala is Srilinga. Kalaha. Right?
Kala.
So here, which is Videya.
Kalaha. Kala is
Videya.
Kala is Videya, it is Pradhanam. Therefore, Visheshyam Atra. Then Purvardham. See, Purvardham is different. Ardham Napumsakam, Ardha Pada is first, that is different. Here, Purvardham.
Purvam.
Purvam cha. Tat.
Tat Ardham.
Purvam cha Tattva Ardham.
Tat Ardham.
If it is Ardha is first, then it will be Ardham Napumsakam Bhavati. Right? Ardham Shabda, suppose Ardha is first. Then Ardha Napumsakam, it will be Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa, right? And Napumsakam Bhavati, Ardham Napumsakam. Ardham, it is Napumsakam and equal of also. All those conditions we have seen, right?
Yeah.
Equal of. Ardha Pippali. Then similarly, Parardham.
Param cha.
Param.
Tat. Ardham.
Tat Ardham. So, which is Pradhanam here? Para or Ardha? Purva or Ardha?
Ardham is Pradhanam.
Ardham is Pradhanam, therefore Vishesham. And Purva is Visheshanam.
Visheshanam.
Purvardham. There is a type. Ranjit. Purvardham. Epa.
Epa should come after the. Yeah.
Purvar, okay, yes. Yeah. Then Navavataraha.
Navaha.
Not Navaha, there is
Nava.
okay, Navaha you can say. Yeah, Navaha is Navaha. What is Navan?
Avatara.
Navan.
Nava is Nava only, right? Navaha, not Navaha. Navan Shabda, how do you decline?
Navach.
Ashtana, Ashta, Ashtau. So
Nava is Nava only, right?
Nava.
Nava is Nava, like Sapta, Nava, Navabihi, right? Navebhyaha. Yes or no? Nava is that Nakara is goes away, Nava, right?
Yeah.
Or Nava, what you take is important. Is it 9 or it is Nava
New.
new
Mm.
Pura Nava? That what you take? That depends. Okay.
Mm.
If you take it as a Sankhya, it is Nava is Nava only. I mean, Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam, I mean, Bhagavachan, Nitya Bhagavachan, it is Nava. But here, what do you take? Nava, if you take it as a youth, young, then Navaha you can say. Navakacha, Asau,
Avatar.
Avatara. Newly born, new Navavataraha. Avatara need not be Bhagavan. Yes, Navavataraha, new incarnation, newly born, baby. Satpurushaha. Very clearly, Sat is distinguishing. Therefore, that is a
It's a
Yavartaka. Which is Abheya? Satta.
Sat. I'm asking you. I don't know.
No. Why should be Abheya?
So we can
Satta,
decline.
why not?
Marut Shabda. So Satah.
What is Sat?
Sat is good.
Then what is how do you decline that?
Like Marut Shabda.
It is. What is Sat?
Satta.
What word is Sat? Sat is
Sad.
it is Shatranta. In fact, the word Sat is derived from the Dhatu Asdhatu. Asti Tagasanti Adadiga Dhatu with a Shatru Pratyaya, right? You get this. Then this Akara Lopaha Bhavati, this Akara will go away. Asdhatu second Gana, Shat comes, Shat becomes look, then At, then you have Sakara goes away, therefore you have Sat. How Akara goes away? I think I taught you. They are not seen Adadigana, but you have seen this. Akaraha of it goes away by Shnasoho at the Lopaha, I think. Shnasoho at the Lopaha Sarvadhatike Pratyaya Pare. Please see Sutra. Shnasoho at the Lopaha. That must be it is a 6-4 section. 112. 112. 111. Shnam is Shnam, that is Samantagana. Then here As is there. Shnasoho Sarvadhatike Pratyaya Pare and Kiti Giti Pratyaya Pare Yashatru Pratyaya it is Sarvadhatukam, it is Apita, therefore Kitvat Bhavati. Asdhatoho Angasya Akarasya Sarvadhatike Kiti Giti Pratyaya Pare Lopaha Bhavati. So Asdhatu, that Akara will become Lopaha when Sarvadhatuka Apit Pratyaya, that is Kiti Giti Pratyaya follows. So you will see here, in fact, Asti, how you get Asti becomes Santi, As plus G. Sorry, Shamita. As plus G, As plus. This is second Gana, As plus G. Then As plus G is As plus Santi. Then Gana Vikana Shab comes, goes away, and G is Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya, which is not a pit, therefore Kitvat Bhavati. Then Asdhatoho Angasya Akarasya Lopaha Bhavati. Lopam Kurtva Sakara only will be left out, therefore Sakara plus Santi. Asti Taha Santi. That's how you get, right? So therefore, from Asdhatu it is derived. Okay. So Sat you get. Now Sat is Shatranta. Like you can decline in all the like other Shatranta, you can decline all the gender. If you decline Pullinga, it will be what? Sun. Santau. Numagama will come. Right? Like Patan Patantau Patantaha. Patantam Patantau Patataha. Santo Santaha Santam Santo. Sataha Sata Sadhyam. And Saptami will be Sati. Saptami Ekvachan. It's called Sati Saptami. Remember?
Sati.
Then same thing in Strilinga. If you want to decline, you add E thing, E Paradya, you get Sati. That's called Sati. Ikaranta Shabda. Sati Satya Satyaha. Nadi Shabdavat. Right? Anyway. So Satpurusha, now tell me what is Vigraha?
Santah,
Hmm.
Cha,
Santaha,
Santah,
Cha,
Te
Te,
Te Purusha.
Purushaha.
Aha.
Santaha, Cha, Te Purushaha, Satpurushaha, right? Then Aha Vrikshaha. Which is Videya.
Vrikshaha.
Mahavriksha is, among this Videya is
Vrikshaha is Videya.
Viksha Videya.
Yeah.
Visheshanam is
Maha.
Maha.
Aha.
Shishna.
So Visheshanam is Uddesha, which is what is talked about. Great, big, what? The tree.
Mahan.
Maha.
What is talked
Mahancha.
about is Mahancha.
Mahancha.
Asau
Asau
Vrikshaha.
Vrikshaha.
This we have not seen. We have to see this. That is, Mahan, Shabda is Mahat, right? Pratipadikam. No, we know the declension. Mahan, Mahanto, Mahantaha.
Hmm.
So Mahancha plus Su plus Vriksha plus Su, right?
So, yeah.
So what will happen then? You will have Mahat Supadata Pratipadikya, then you get Mahat Vriksha. Right? Mahat Vriksha. Then now get Mahavriksha. So because of the Uttarapada, Purvapada Mahat will become Maha. So where you will look for this sutra? I myself said now. Give a hint. Give a hint. I gave a hint. Where you will find sutra for this? You will see the sutra in when Uttarapada follows. Purvapadam will be Mahat will be Maha. So it must be in Aluk Uttarapade, 6.3 chapter. So you have to go to 6.3. There you will see how it happens. So in fact, Aluk Uttarapade, not everything we have seen. This is one thing. So where you will see that Mahat will become Maha, and many things happen. In fact, there. You know that Aluk Uttarapade 6.3 section. I think I gave this. We have not seen the sutra. I mean all the sutras, but this is one thing. Mahat becoming Maha. Okay, 1 minute I'll show you that. Yeah, you can see the sutra number from 6.3.25 onwards. I'll show you the website, Sutra Pata. I can see later. 6.3.25 onwards. You will see changes happening to Uttarapada. Rukarantana Vidya Yogo Nisambandhavachinam Yaha Dwandaha Tatra Uttarapade Purvapadasya Purvapada will get Anangadesha. Number 1. And Devata Dwandhe. Here also Devata Vachinam Yaha Dwandaha Tatra Uttarapade Purvapadasya Anangadesha Vati. Anangadesha Purvapada will get Anangadesha. Similarly here. Then E the Viruddhav. When Uttarapada follows, the changes happen. Divaha Dyava. Divi iti etasya Dyava iti Ayamadesha Bhavati. Devata Dwandhe Uttarapade. Uttarapada follows, Purvapada will get this Adesha. Similarly here, you will have Mata Pitara. I think we saw Ananga Adesha in the case of Mata Pita. Okay. Then the Striyaha. But An Makataha Samanadikarana Jivitayoho Samanadikarana Uttarapade Jatiye cha Pratyaya Parataha Magataha Akara Desha Bhavati. Right? Mahadevaha, this is the sutra. An Magataha. So when Uttarapada follows, Parataha Magataha Akara Desha Bhavati. Magataha Akara Desha Bhavati means the Magata will become
Maha.
Akaradesha will replace takara. So Mahat will become Maha. That's why Mahadevaha, Mahanchaso Devaha, Mahanchaso Brahmanaha, Mahanchaso Bhaguhu iti. Right? By this sutra only. You get here Maha. We'll see that maybe later, that sutra. Just note this. So therefore, Mahat Vrikshaha, by that Uttarapade, it becomes Maha. Maha, okay. Takara is replaced by Akaradesha. Antyasya Alavasthane Bhavati. Therefore, Maha Vrikshaha you get. Understand? Mahatma, Mahancha, so Atma. Mahat is a Pradipadika. So Uttarapade Pare, Mahat Shabdasya Akaradesha Bhavati. So Takara will be replaced by Akara. So then Akastavane Dirgaha, so for Maha you get. Okay, you can note that. What is the sutra I told? 64, 63, 46.
46.
Okay. Fine. Then next one. We will see that later. What will happen to the Uttarapada for certain words. Then Mahavrikshaha, then Raktotpalam. Raktotpalam will be
Raktam cha tat utpalam.
Utpalam. Like Nilotpalam. This is Rakta, red. Then Akila, okay, this one. Krishna Chaturdashi. It would be
Krishna.
yeah, it is Krishna because Chaturdashi is
Strilinga.
Strilinga it is. So Krishna cha,
Krishna, then
Krishna or
typo.
Krishna, the typo is there.
not typo. Oh, yeah, here it's typo. Yes, Krishna. Krishna cha, you can say Asau.
So,
Asau is Pullinga, Strilinga, same. Asau only. Vibhakti changes only in Asavamu, Ami. Asavamu, Amuhu only. You will see Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam is Asau only. In fact, that also Shabda we will see in Suvanta. Other Shabda also we are going to see. Krishna cha Asau Chaturdashi. Krishna Chaturdashi. Here Chaturdashi is Bahita Pumskat, Strilingam follows, and Krishna as its equivalent Pullinga, therefore Pumbat Bhavati Krishna Chaturdashi. This you must be able to make out, right?
yeah.
Bhashita Pumska.
Mm.
So when a Strilinga word follows and having the Pratyaya other than then the Purva Pada having its equal masculine form will get masculine form, right? Krishna become Krishna. Krishna Chaturdashi. You remember, right? Bhashita Pumskam.
Yeah, yes, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yes, yes.
So
but Sharanchi, one little thing. What is that Ung Pratyaya you were saying?
I didn't say anything about that because
Oh,
we didn't discuss
okay.
it all.
No, yesterday we were breaking ahead. What is
No.
that Ung we were thinking?
We didn't discuss it. We left it.
Okay,
That we will see. Strilinga Pratyaya comes. Okay, that we will see. Here it is not required. That's why. Otherwise, the topic will go somewhere. That's why we didn't discuss it.
Okay.
We'll discuss it later. Purva Vaiyakaranaha.
Purvaha
Purvaha. Cha.
Ato
or
Vaiyakarana.
Vaiyakaranaha. So Vaiyakaranaha. Vaiyakaranaha is, it is Videya. Right? Purvaha is said. And that is Akanksha. Purvaha what? Purva Kala or Purva Pakshi or Purva what? So Purva is what is talked about. Then Akansha gets completed only when the person describes what he talks, right? What he says. So Vaiyakaranaha. So Vaiyakaranaha therefore becomes Videya. So Purva is Uddeshya. Uddeshya being Visheshana. Therefore it is Uddeshya. Therefore Visheshanam. It is Purvam Bhavati. Therefore it is Apradhanam. Pradhanam is Vaiyakarana. Okay. Don't come with the Pradhanam is Vaiyakarana. Purvam is Apradhanam. And Pradhana, which is Visheshanam, happens to be Uddeshya Koti. Therefore Samasaka Bhavati. Okay. Then Sarvashilaha. Sarvashailaha. Would be. What will be Vigraha?
Sarve
Sarve.
Yeah, it is Sarve.
Sarve.
Sarve cha te.
aso
Te.
Not aso, you can say aso, or we can use Bhagavachana. Other Shabda you can use, but you have to use Bhagavachana. Aso, amu, ami, you have to say otherwise. Ami Shailaha. Right? Another. Jatara Nayayikaha. Jatara Nayayika means it's a Prachina Nayayika. So that would be
what is this shabda?
Jatara.
Jatara.
Jatara. Okay, not Jatara. Jatara Nayayikaha. So that would be Jataraha cha.
Jataraha cha te nayayika.
Or Aminaya.
Yes. Then Kshudra Jantaha. Kshudra Jantu. Jantu Jantavaha. Right? So therefore Kshudraha
Shudraha.
te Jantavaha. So it's a Pullinga. Then Mattebha. What is Mattebha? What is Ibaha? Amar Kosha, you see. Ibaha. Ibaha is
Elephant.
elephant. Ibaha is elephant. Asti, Kari, Gajaha, Ibaha. Mattebaha is Mad. What is Mad? Intoxicated. Madam, right? Mad. Which, in fact, the Mad is that one Gana. Which Gana is that? Fourth Gana, remember? Mad plus Shan plus T. What will they form?
Madayati.
No, not Madayati. Think, huh? Shamamashtanam Shani. This Shamamashtanam. What will happen? Huh? Mad is correct. Madhyati it is. Shamamashtanam Shani. Sham becomes Shamyati. Remember? Shamyati, all those. The four.
Yeah,
But is one among them. Santargana it is. Shamadhi Antargana in the Divadigana. So Madhyati you get. That's a Madhadatu. So same Madhadatu, Mad plus Ta Pratyaya. You will have Matta. Therefore Mattaha. It's Pullinga. Ibaha is Pullinga. Therefore Mattaha. Sha aso. Ibaha, right? Mattebaha. Sandhi is important. It should be done. Therefore Mattebaha. Right? Then Krishna Sarpaha. What will happen? Krishna Sarpaha.
Krishna
So Sarpa.
What Parvati ji? Ganesh, what is this? Krishna Sarpaha.
Krishna cha so sarpa.
No. Here it is not. Here it is compounding is that in fact you cannot, it is Nitya Samasa, you cannot give Vigravakya. Why? That is why Bhagulam is there. Otherwise, why Bhagulam is there? We never discussed Bhagulam, right? That's why Bhagulam is there. It is so simple. Vishesham, Visheshena. It's a Nakara, right? It's correct. Both the Nakara. Visheshena. Why Bhagulam? So, Kvachit, what is Bhagulam? Kvachit Pravrittihi. Kvachit Apravrittihi. Kvachit Vibhasha. क्वचित् अन्यत्र. I mean, sometimes something else will happen. Kvachit pravrittihi, kvachit apravrittihi, kvachit vivasha, kvachit totally different, right? So therefore, yeah, that is Bakulam is there. Krishnaha Sarpaha is, see, it's a good one here to discuss. The Sarpa, you take the Visheshya and Krishna to be the Visheshana. You are taking the Krishnaha Tilaha, right? Like Krishnaha Tilaha, yes or no? Krishnaha Tilaha. Krishna, you are taking Krishna to be Uddeshya Koti. And here, Vishesha to be, you are taking this to be Vishesha, which is Pradhanam, and that's Videya. So Videya, that's it is Videya is Sarpa. So Krishna, what is talked about? What Krishna? What black? Then the black is what is talked about is that the Sarpa describes what is that black. Therefore, that is Videya. It you take. I'm not saying it you take, but compound doesn't happen. Why? Because Krishna Sarpaha referring to cobra.
Oh.
It is a jati. It is not Krishna Aso Sarpaha. That may be possible. If you happen to see a snake which is not a cobra, right? That snake which is black in color, that possible, maybe, right? If you happen to see a snake which is black in color. But here, it is Nitya Samasa because it refers to a particular variety which is a sanya, black cobra. Right? It's a name, it's a sanya. Therefore, you cannot give Vigraha Vakya. It is Sarpa Jati Vishesha. This Sarpa Jati Vishesha Shabda. Therefore, you cannot make, understand? Therefore, you cannot, this is Nitya Samasa, therefore, it is Nitya Samasa, therefore, Swapada Vigraha, like here what you have done, Swapada Vigraha, Mattaha Chaso Ibaha, Shudraha Chate Jantaha, Swapada Vigraha, what you have given, you cannot give here. Because it is Sarpajati Vishesha. Understand? So, Sarpajati Vishesha Shabdatvat Sarpajati Vishesha Shabdat Atra Purva Udharanavat Purvat Na Swapada Vigraha Bhavati. Therefore, Ataha Nitya Samasaha. This is called Nitya Samasa. Nitya Samasa, we know. Nitya Samasa cannot have Swapada Vigraha, right? So you cannot form compound here. Krishna Sarpaha. Understand? So Krishna Sarpaha you cannot form. It is not the black snake. Here it is Vishesha Jati. It is a name for the Sarpa. Sarpa Sanya it is. It is Sarpa Sanya. So therefore you cannot make a you cannot give a Vigraha Vakya. It is Nitya Samasa. So therefore, because it is Nitya Samasa, therefore Vigraha Vakya not possible, right? Understand? This is one example. This is for the Bhagulam. So it is see, if you suppose if you say, I will make compound, the Sarpa, the cobra is black in color, therefore it's a black cobra. But then not that all that is in black in color is the black cobra, right? Therefore, Krishna so Sarpaha, you cannot say. You cannot give because it happens to be a name of a particular the jati of the snake. Therefore, you cannot say Krishna Sarpaha as Krishna Hacha so Sarpaha. So it is Sarpa Jati. In the language, Krishna Sarpaha meaning it is cobra. Sarpa Jati Vishesha. It is Nitya Samasa, Aswapada Vigraha. It is. So therefore, it cannot form. Right? So that's why Bagulam is there. That is why the Sutra Bagulam. Otherwise, why Bagulam is required. Right? This is one example for Bagulam. Second, another example. Suppose if I and Sarpa Krishna also you cannot form. Sarpa Krishna, what happens? Okay, this is not just a aside point, just connecting with what we had discussed before. Here, Sarpa Krishna is, yeah, you say Sarpa comes first, therefore Sarpa becomes Apradhanam and Krishna becomes Pradhanam. Right? Krishna becomes Pradhanam. Pradhanam is Vishesha. Apradhanam is Sarpa. And Sarpa happens to be here. Uddeshya or Videya. Sarpa happens to be Videya. Right? Visheshana is Videya Koti Pravishta. Therefore, Samasa you cannot form. Sarpaha cha aso Krishnaha. You cannot say Sarpa Krishnaha. Samasa cannot be formed. Like Tilaha Krishnaha. Okay, anyway, that is different point. Just now another example for Bagulam. Bagulam is, it is here, what is the example for this example for Kuchit Pravritti or Kuchit Apravritti? Kuchit Pravritti, Kuchit Apravritti, Kuchit Vibhasha, Kuchit Anyadeva, right? So what is here? Example for
Kuchit Apravritti.
Apravritti it is. So Apravritti, therefore Samasa cannot happen. I mean, Apravritti, because it is Apravritti, therefore it will remain Nitya Samasa. Apravritti. It's a Sarpa Sanya. So therefore you cannot give the Vigraha Vakya like as we give for others. Sappa the Vigraha will not happen. It is Nitya Samasa. Samasa cannot happen. I should not say. It is Nitya Samasa. Okay. Kuchit Apravritti. Kuchit Apravritti is the Visheshana Bagulam is Apravritti here. Okay. Krishna Sarpa is Samasa only. But it is Nitya Samasa. Okay. Nitya Samasatva, therefore it is Asapada Vigraha. You cannot give the Vigraha Vakya using the word which are given. You have to say, you have to give a description. It is Sarpa Jati Visheshaha, Sarpa Sanya, and black cobra. Therefore, you have to describe it. Okay. So, therefore, it is that is Bagulam. Example for Kvachit Apravritti. Kvachit Apravritti. Kvachit Apravritti. This is the example. Then another example. You see, Ramaha. This is also stock example of this. Jama Dagnyaha. Okay. Now, what will be the compound? Ramaha Jama Dagnyaha.
Rama Jamadagni.
So what will be the this?
Jamadagni is Srilinga.
No. Jamadagni, sun is Rama.
Agni is Srilinga.
No.
So not Jagni, Jamadagni is Jamadagnehe Apatyam Puman.
Tadita.
Rama.
Tadita, Jamadagni, like Dasarathi. Jamadagni is right? Jamadagni. Who is Jamadagni? Jamadagnehe Apatyam Puman, the son of. Therefore, Rama is who is the Rama? It's not Kodan Rama. Here it is Parashurama. So Jamadagni is the father, and we add the Tadita Pratyaya. You can infer from the form. Tadita Pratyaya must be Tasya Patyam in the Tadikara. If you see, there must be some Pratyaya. To check Shin Pratyaya, Riyan Pratyaya, whatever it is. Okay, to see the Pratyaya. Nitva Tadi Vriddhi happens. Jamadagni and the content is here. Therefore, this basanya and ikarasya lopaha bhavati, right? All those things we know. He goes away. Therefore, jamadagnya. This is what you get. Jamadagnya. Jamadakarantaha pullinga. Jamadagnya shabdaha, right? This is how you get now. Ramaha cha aso jamadagnya. So, what will happen? Compound would be here you cannot form compound. You cannot form compound. Here is apravrtihi, kvachit apravrtihi. Here at least, here in Krishna has here it is samasa.
Nitya samasa.
It is kvachit pravrtihi. Okay, not apravrtihi, because samasa is done, right? That is pravrtihi means as it is, nitya samasa it is. But here it is apravrti. Samasa itself cannot be formed. It is apravrti. So Krishna Sarpaha is samasa only. Pravrti is there, right? The only thing is here we cannot give a vigraha. It is because it is nitya samasa. Pravrti is there. Samasa pravrti is there, right? Okay, therefore kuchit pravrti. But here in this example, Ramaha Jamadagnaha, it cannot form a compound. You cannot say Rama Jamadagnaha, you cannot do. You cannot do. Why? Because the reason is previous one it is sanya, but here it is not sanya. Jamadagni is the son of Jamadagni. Son of Jamadagni is Ramaha, right?
Yeah.
If it is other way, compound would have formed. Jamadagnaha Ramaha you can say, but Ramaha Jamadagnaha, then here what happens? What is Visheshanam here? Suppose if we say Ramaha Jamadagnaha, what is Visheshanam? Visheshanam is Ramaha. Rama, the sentence in the here, Ramaha is what?
Ramaha is son of Jamadagni. So it's Akanksha.
See, Ramaha Jamadagnaha, here in this, Ramaha Jamadagnaha, here this Jamadagnaha is the son of Jamadagni, who is Ramaha. That Rama is Jamadagni. Rama is Jamadagni, right? So, therefore, here, okay, let me ask the other way. Which is Uddesha, which is Videya?
Rama is Videya. Pradhanam.
Jamadagniha Uddeshya.
Yeah, here Apradhanam is Ramaha, Pradhanam is Jamadagni. So, Ramaha, which is Visheshanam, which is Uddesha Koti or Videya Koti, it is, here Jamadagni is, here the Jamadagni is, it is, okay, Visheshana. Visheshanam should be Uddesha Koti for Samasa to happen, but here Visheshanam is Ramaha, which is Videya Koti, and Jamadagni is Uddesha, therefore compounding cannot be done. You cannot do the compounding Jamadagni. See, if you take this as a word separately, Ramaha, then Jamadagnaha. Okay. So you are describing Rama as a son of Ramaha, right? If Jamadagni comes first, then compounding is possible because that becomes Visheshanam. You are describing Rama through his father, son of Jamadagni. So here Jamadagni is Visheshanam, Ramaha is Visheshanam. But the sentence what you make it, you are putting that Ramaha first and Jamadagni as the second. So that here what happens, Ramaha is, here Ramaha becomes Pradhanam and Jamadagni becomes Pradhanam, right? Jamadagni becomes Pradhan, Vishesha, and Vishesha happens to be the here It is what is described about the Rama, right? Therefore, it is Videya Koti and Ramaha is Uddesha Koti. Sorry, the Visheshana happens to be here. Visheshana happens to be Videya Koti and Ramaha happens to be Ramaha happens to be Videya Koti and Vishesha happens to be the Videya Koti. Therefore, Samasa cannot happen here. That is Jamadagni, which is Visheshanam, that should be first. But in this Vakya, Jamadagni comes later. So, as though it is Visheshya, therefore compounding cannot be done. Therefore, this is Apravarti, Samasa cannot happen. It can just remain as it is in the line. Ramaha Jamadagnaha, it's a sentence. Rama is Jamadagni, subject, predicate. So, it cannot form compound in this. For compound to form, then the Visheshanam has to be appropriate. Visheshanam should be Uddesha. And Vishesha must be Videya. So you have to swap. So it will be Jamadagni Ramaha. Here it is possible. You can say, son of Jamadagni is Rama. So Ramaha is described by Jamadagni. Listen, similarly, it's the same for, so here if you do compound, this is, here it is, you can do Jamadagni. So this Jamadagni, okay. So you can say Jamadagnya, Ramaha, it is possible, but not here. Rama Jamadagni, can we do it?
No.
Rama Jamadagnya, it is meaningless, no? The sentence. It is a sentence here, therefore you cannot make it here. Jamadagni, which is Visheshanam, right? It is treated as Visheshya here. Therefore, compounding cannot be done. If it has Visheshanam, it is present as in this sentence, compounding can be done. So, therefore, if it is Visheshanam, then it is Uddesha Koti. So, Atra Visheshana Shabda Jamadagnaha, it is Uddesha Koti, and Visheshya is Ramaha. So, which is Videya Koti. Therefore, compounding can be done in this case. Samasa can be done here, but not here. Therefore, Ramaha Jamadagnaha will remain as Ramaha Jamadagnaha only. It cannot form compound. This is Vyatireka Udarana, falls under Visheshan Visheshana Bagulam. Ramaha Jamadagnaha we can do. Similarly, other example, if you take. Again, this is stock example. Arjunaha. Kartaviryaha. Arjunaha is the son of Arjunaha Kartaviryaha. So Arjunaha is the son of the Kritavirya. Kritavirya become Kartavirya. Again, this is compound, the Tadita. Right? What is Kritavirya? With Kritavirya. Kritavirya becomes what pratyaya, Tadita pratyaya, I have to check. Okay.
Vriddhi.
Something happens. Kartavirya. Kru become Karta, then Vir.
Vriddhi happens.
So here must be some pratyaya whose content must be A. Because Aditya pratyaya follows. SA teacher can apply, right? So Ya goes away, Akara goes away, and A is added. So Kartavirya you get. So there must be An pratyaya or Ain pratyaya, whatever it is. I think it must be An, because that is Utsarga. Rag Divyato An by the Sutra An pratyaya. Tasya Patyam Puman we can say. So Kartavirya. So Kartaviryaha is Kritaviryasya Apatyam Puman Kartaviryaha, that is Arjuna. Right? So Arjuna is described by the word Kartavirya. So Kartavirya, which is now Visheshanam, which is placed here, which happens to be Videya Koti. Therefore, compounding cannot be done. Understand? Kartavirya is, see, Arjuna is described. Arjuna is presented as described as a son of Kritavirya. So that should be, that is Visheshanam, right? But that happens to be Visheshya here. So the Visheshanam, Kartavirya, when it is made Pradhanam here, then compounding cannot be done. Because Kartavirya, it is what is description of Arjuna. In other words, technically, if you want to say, here Visheshanam, it is It is not Uddeshya Koti. Here Visheshanam happens to be Videha Koti, otherwise you can say Vishesham happens to be Uddeshya Koti. Therefore, Samasaha na bhavati. Therefore, in the sentence, it will remain as it is. You cannot form. Kartaviryaha, Arjuna Kartaviryaha, it's a sentence, it's a Vakya. Other way around, you can form compound. Suppose if Kartaviryaha Arjunaha, you can say Arjuna is Videya and Kartavirya is Uddeshya, which is Visheshanam. It describes, right? What is talked about is said in the sentence as Arjuna is Arjuna. Kartavirya is Arjuna. So it's a Kartavirya is Visheshanam. It is Uddeshya Koti. Therefore, compounding can be done here. Kartavirya Arjuna. Therefore, you can say it is Kartavirya Arjuna. This is possible. Understand? This is an example for Kvachit Apravrittihi. Vyatireka Udahanam is given. Okay, that is not the example. Example here, this is the example. Example for Bagulam is, this is the example. Compounding cannot be done in the Vakya, they should be left out as it is. Similarly, another example, Vyasaha. What will come here? You can guess. Vyasaha referred to by his father. What would be the word? Yes. Who is the father of Vyasacharya? You can form the Tadita. Son of him. Who? Son of him. That is him is Vyasa. Who is that? Who is the father of Vyasa? Vyasa Vishnu.
Parashara.
Parashara, right? Parashara. We know that the sloka, Guru Parampara.
Rasam Vasishthanaptaram Shakte Gotram Karmakam
Parasharam Kritat. And also in the Guru Parampara, which I know, it comes the Parampara, starting from Narayanam Badum Vasishtam, Shaktim Chitat Putra Parasharam Cha, right? Parasharam. So Parashara. So what will be the son of Parashara? Will be Para. Adivriddhi happens, right? Para Sharya it is. Parashara, okay. So therefore the pratyaya must be, suppose if it takes. So Parasharya. Yes, it is apply Parasharya. Therefore here will be Vyasaha Parasharya. Parasharya is a Visheshanam, right? And it is placed later. It has become the Visheshan, the Vishesha has become Uddeshya Koti, right? Visheshanam has become Videha Koti, therefore cannot form compound. Vyasaha Parasharya is Vyasaha Parasharya only. Other way possible. Other way, if you say Vyatireka Udahanam, if it is Parasharyaha Vyasaha, then you can do. Becomes compound becomes Parasharya Vyasaha. So like that we can do the Dasharati, right? Ramaha. So Dasharati Ramaha or Janaki, Janaki is Janakasya, Patimavan Janaki, right? Anyway, that is Janaki, Sita, then you have to say Sita. And Janakasya, Patimavan Janaki. Like that we can do. Saumitri, Lakshmana. So Lakshmanaha Saumitrihi. Suppose we do. Lakshmanaha Saumitri. Saumitri Sumitrayaha Apatyam Puman Saumitri. Saumitrihi. Pullinga. You cannot form compound here. Saumitri is Sumitrayaha Apatyam Puman Saumitrihi, but as compound is possible if it is put other way. Lakshmana is described as a son of Sumitra. Therefore, Saumitri Lakshmana possible. Yes, you can do. All these are Kvachit Apravrit. Okay. I think we have to stop here. Then more on this we have to discuss. Jati, Vachaka, Guna Vachaka Shabdas, etc. That Sanya Vachaka Shabda, where compounding will happen, will not happen. Anyway, I think we will see after Navaratri what is that. Okay, if you have doubt, you can ask. The point here is Visheshanam combined with Vishesha. Not the other way. Visheshan cannot combine with Visheshanam. Vishesha cannot combine with Visheshanam. Tilaha is Vishesha, cannot combine with Krishnaha. Arjunaha is Vishesha, cannot combine with the Visheshana, Kartaviryaha. Right? Cannot combine. So Visheshana Saha, Visheshanena Saha, na samasyate. Visheshanam. Therefore, what is Vishesha? Visheshanam has to be found out. The Visheshanam is, it is Apradhanam. Simple, easy to understand. Visheshanam is Apradhanam. Vishesha is Pradhanam. So even though if you put like this, it's all your Vivaksha, right? So if you say Arjunaha Kartaviryaha, you place the word Arjuna first, which is Vishesha, and Kartavirya is Visheshanam. You place it ulta and want to make samasa, you cannot make it. Apravriti. Other way, it is possible. Same as Tilaha, Krishnaha, Krishnaha, Tilaha only. Right? So that's what we more technically we say by using Uddesha Videya. If Uddesha Videya is not understandable, leave it, no problem. Pradhanam, Apradhanam, you can take. What you have to analyze what is Pradhanam, what is Apradhanam. Sentence. Which is Pradhanam, that is Vishesha. Which is Apradhanam, that is Visheshanam. So if Apradhanam is that, is Apradhanam, Pradhanena, Pradhana Subhantena Saga, Samasyate, Samasaga Bhavati. That is why Visheshana Bagulam says. Bagulatvat, Kochit Pravriti, Kochit Pravriti, Kochit Vivasha also it is there. Kochit Anyate, something else also will happen that we will see. Kochit Pravriti, example Krishna Sarpaha, etc. It's Nitya Samasa. Apravriti, example here. Here in this example itself, we can write Tilaha Krishna. That is a stock example we took. But also Tilaha Krishna. You cannot make compound. Here Krishnaha which is Visheshanam. So Visheshanam, Vishesha, Suvantam Padam, Visheshana Suvantena Padam, na samasyate, samasaha na bhavati. It should be Tilaha Krishnaha. It is just remain as it is. So this is what we say. Tila Krishna is not Uddesha Koti here. In the sentence it is Videya Koti. Samasahana Bhavati. Apravritihi iti. Okay, the apravriti only I told in the beginning explained using technical words. Okay, but this is not over. The sutra is important sutra. All the previous sutra we have seen that is connected to this sutra. As Rapavada to this sutra. Like Diksanya Sanyayam, etc. Even Upamitam, Upamanani, Samanya Vachanaki, Upamitam, Yagradibihi, all those also. Okay. So we stop here. Any doubts? Is it clear?
Yes, Ji.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
I have not done here. Maybe I will add something, Kashika, etc. by description. I'll send you this. If you want to add anything, you can tell me. If you put it in a proper way, you can do it. Okay, so we will meet after Navaratri. Vijayadashmi day we will meet.
Okay, Ji.
Yes, Ji.
So wish you all happy Navaratri.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ji.
See you on 24th, I think, right? 24th. Whatever.
Yes.
Please check. I'll send a message.
Okay, Ji.
So whatever may be the class that day, I don't know which day, what day is that day. We'll meet just maybe for 15 minutes, right? Yarambam, Rishabha.
Tuesday, I think.
So Tuesday. So just we will meet and then start and then something we will read and then write up. Okay. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om Dhanyavadah.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyawad.
Dhanyawad, Sharanji.
Dhanyavadah.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.